You've all heard some big names thrown around tonight. J.K. Rowling's Harry Potter, George R.R. Martin's Game of Thrones. I'll add a few more for good measure. Warcraft, The Elder Scrolls. These are all names in fantasy pop culture, be it novels, TV, the big screen, or on gaming. Can you guess what all these works have in common? Anyone? I'll help you out.
Fantasy?
Correct, but there is an even better answer. They all drew inspiration from J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings, the one fantasy to rule them all. Good evening to you, dearest Toastmasters and guests. The Lord of the Rings is a trilogy that tells the story of the One Ring, an artifact made by the Dark Lord Sauron to aid him in dominating the fictional land of the Middle East. Sorry, Middle Earth. As described in the book, one ring to rule them all, one ring to find them, one ring to bring them all, and in the darkness, find them. Sounds pretty terrifying for a piece of jewelry. If you ask me, I think that Tolkien was just afraid of marriage. The story follows the efforts of the free peoples, hobbits, men, dwarves, and elves in destroying the One Ring and defeating Sauron for good. These novels have been adapted for the silver screen into award-winning movies. Movies that hold a special place in my heart. I am of the opinion that if you're going to dabble in fiction, you might as well go all in. And to me, The Lord of the Rings is everything I expected a fantasy to be. Unreal scenes like the beautiful city of Gondor? Check. Expansive battles with scores of men and beasts? Check. Terrifying villains with flaming smoking wings and a whip of lightning? Big check. The Lord of the Rings is, well, fiction at its finest. Whenever I want to to escape the boring reality of life, it instantly transports me out of this world and into Middle Earth. Another endearing factor of Lord of the Rings is the brilliant acting by the actors, who showcase to us how their characters develop over the course of the movies. Take one of the lead characters, Frodo Baggins, played by Elijah Wood. In the beginning, he is carefree, mischievous, his smile just bright with youth. We see him undergo all trials and pains as the story progresses, and he really connects with the audience to how hard it was to destroy the One Ring. At the end, when the battle is won, the actor conveys to us the relief and joy at having survived. But more importantly, he is able to tell us that it is no longer the same kind of innocent joy at the start. His smile is tinged with sadness because the pain he went through was something not easily forgotten. Such authentic performances from Elijah and all the other cast members made the fantasy more believable and appealing to me. What truly makes the Lord of the Rings movies my favorite is the way it connects to our struggles in real life. Frodo was just your regular Joe, Like any normal person, he wished that the ring and all its troubles never came to him. The wizard Gandalf then advises him, no one wishes for hard times, it's true, but it's not in our hands to decide. It's not for us to choose. All we have to decide is what to do with the time that is given to us. This is something that applies beyond the fantasy world. In real life, none of us have a choice in the struggles and the hardships. What matters is how we deal with them. We can either give up in despair or, like Frodo, push through with determination. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. The Lord of the Rings trumps all other fantasy pop culture out there for me. It's everything that you could ever hope for in a fantasy. The actors deliver well on their roles. And more importantly, amidst all the fiction, there are some nuggets of wisdom that you can take with you to the real world. What are you waiting for? All the films are available on Netflix today. Go and see why I consider this the one fantasy to rule them all. Back to you.